Hey, everyone. It's a pop up. Yes, it's a pop up. It's so great to see each and every one of you today. What a blessing it is. Listen, I'm coming in to actually answer a question that one of you actually asked of me. And so I said, instead of me doing this long email and responding back, why not just do a video? I hadn't did a video this week, so it would be the perfect time for me to do a video. Hey, welcome in, Dolores. It's great to see you. Listen, the question was very simple. And I said, well, let's break this down because I got a feeling that this person is not the only one that wants to know the answer to this, that's trying to figure out a few things. So I said, you know what? Let's just answer the question, shall we? So I don't want to belabor the time. I know this is a pop up. I know many of you are trying to figure out if I'm really live or not or what's going on because this is not my regularly scheduled day. But let's just get into this. Now, the question was, the person was looking around the internet and the places that they visit frequently, and they noticed this influx of various content creators announcing different events they're having this year. And they also mentioned that some of them seemed quite interesting, while others not so much to them, because some of the things that were being offered at these events and webinars were things that they felt that they could get for free. She also mentioned that she was a little taken aback, I guess I could say, to make it easy for you to understand, at the prices that were being asked for what was being offered or what they perceived to be being offered. So they inboxed me and wanted to know my opinion on it. Now, let me just say first things first. I can't count your pockets. I can't tell you what to buy. I can't tell you what not to buy. I'm just here to help you make a smart economic decision. That's it. You do what you want to do. You put your money wherever you want to put your money. Hey, just gifted, welcome in. So I'm just here to answer the person's question and maybe help others try to figure out the best ways to spend your precious coins, especially in this economy. Now, let's just go on and address the elephant in the room. Yes, everyone and their mama, it seems, have fallen in love with AI. There are tons of AI tools out there that can answer so many questions, teach you so many different things. Yes, that's the elephant in the room. That was one of the things also the person was inquiring about as well, because their take was, I can just use AI. I can just use Google. I could just use YouTube to find how to do some of the things that are being offered at a lot of these webinars and meetups and this and that and the third. So they wanted my opinion on it. And so I said, listen, I can do a breakdown. That's something that can help them get an answer to their question. And it's something that I use before I spend my precious coins on anything. And it's a little bit of a breakdown process, so I don't want to have this going on too long. I know other people have things going on, things coming up. It's Thursday, it's a lot of different things, a lot of different lives scheduled. And so I said, let me just get into this and try to help them figure a few things out. So let me go. Let's see, hold on a second. Let me get to the right screen here. So let's go here, and I believe I should be able to shoot it over here. Let's see. Yep, there it goes. Okay, so this is something that I do to kind of help me figure out things. And so, since we're talking about paying for different things, and in this person's question, they were referring to different events, webinars, things they've seen kind of come down their pipeline or timeline that's being offered by other content creators. They're trying to decide whether or not they should invest in these things or not. Okay, so I kind of made this quite simple. You can do this on a regular notebook. Grab your piece of paper and a pen. Same thing, but I wanted you all to be able to see it easily here on the screen as we kind of walk through this. And please leave your comments, in the comment box. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you kind of get to a decision. Give this person some advice. They asked not to be mentioned, and I'm not going to mention them. And now I also told them I'm not going to mention the events that they inquired about in their email to me. I'm not doing that, okay? Because everybody's going to do whatever they want to do. Everyone's going to offer whatever they want to offer. Baby, that has nothing to do with me. You do what you do because I have my own stuff that I'll be offering, okay? And so, hey, Natasha, welcome in. And everybody thinks that their stuff is the best since sliced bread. I'm not here to say otherwise, okay? I have my own business to mind, okay? Okay, so whenever you're trying to make a decision like this, you have to ask yourself, is this something that I really need to pay for? Now, like I mentioned before, that you have events, webinars, whatever, any type of presentation that somebody wants you to come and be a part of, right? So I just kind of made a bold topic here of events. And then you have other options. So what you could do is list out the events you're thinking about attending, whatever it is, big or small. But then under options, what I like to do is, let me grab some text here, and you can kind of think about what are the options. So let's say, who's in here? Who can I mess with? Let's see. Nah, I'm not gonna mess with y'all. I'm gonna use myself. Safer that way. So let's say I was gonna have an event about how to buy shoes. I don't know. And so, what options are out there as far as for you, if you're thinking about whether or not you should attend my shoe event, right? I'm gonna teach you how to make a shoe, how to design a shoe, how to sell a shoe. Like, this is what my event is going to be. Okay, so what other options could you use against my paid event? So let's say right now, a lot of us are going to use the internet, all right? We're going to use Google, Bing, whatever you want to use. So that's an option, right? So that kind of falls over here under the options category, right? What's another option? Y'all can put them in the chat, talk to me. So Miss Sonia says that she wants to volunteer. No, Miss Sonia, I don't want nobody to be mad at me. Okay, so let's duplicate this to save some time. So what other options that you can have other than going to an actual event, paid event? We're talking about paid events because, free events, that's kind of easy to make a decision. It's free. But when people are charging for events, you got to think to yourself, what other options do I need to be thinking about as far as whether or not I need to pay for this event or not? So you can use the internet as a way to offset the cost of whatever the event is. For instance, like I said, I'm gonna have a shoe event. Okay, this is just for demonstration purposes. I'm not having no shoe event for real, okay? So another option, AI. Let's see here, Dolores says, where'd it go? Okay, it's over there. I don't see, it dropped all the way down here because I was doing something earlier. So let me move this up so I can see. All right. So let me zoom this in a little bit on the vertical so y'all can see what she said. Come on, come back here. Let me put it back up here. Hold on. I didn't think this is a new screen. So vertical, hang on a second. I got you. Hold on a second. This is a new scene. I didn't set it up right. All right, so, nope, still too big. Come back here. Hey, Jessica, welcome in. I'm great, how are you? So let me try to get my vertical people straightened out here so y'all can see what I see. All right, that'll work for now. Okay, so let me move this one back over here. Y'all get to see stuff in real time. Look at this. All right, so I'm back here, Miss Sonia's comment. All right, that'll work for now. So, Miss Dolores' comment here. Dolores says, come back here, you. So for me, an AI Canvas Chat GPT Summit, $100. It is a lot. I don't care if it's 3 days or 6, especially if I don't see any proof. You know what you're talking about. Ooh, Dolores, you done hit the nail on the head. I wasn't going to get into that till later. But you are right. So for her, she's telling us that there is an event. It's called AI Canvas Chat GPT Summit, right? It's a AI summit that's going on. And it cost $100, okay? And she's saying she don't care if it's 3 days, 6 days, or whatever. It's a lot of money to pay to learn how to do AI. Okay. And I can't say I disagree with her. So she's now having to decide if for $100, her learning about this event from the people that's going to be over this event, all the speakers, all the whatever, or whomever, she's trying to decide if it's worth the $100. Okay. And these are the things we're all going to have to decide when we look at these webinars and different events. If the price is worth the offer, or are there cheaper or better, in certain cases, events that will give you more bang for your buck. All right, fair enough? Okay, so option 2, an event. So let's just add AI event. That's a good choice. So let's just add, oops, no, not that one. Let's duplicate this and put this over here. So an event would be an AI event. Okay? So you can use the internet and find out a lot of stuff about AI, right? So that's an option. Hey, Salon Diva, where you been? Great to see you. So that's an option. So how else could you learn about, let's say, AI, or in my case, the shoe event? Okay. So you could actually use AI to learn about AI, right? So that's an option. You can use Gemini and Chat GPT and Claude, and there's so many other options out there. And I'm sure they're going to cost you less than $100. All right. So what other option? Think about the events that you all have seen. What are the other options that are out there that could help me help her make a decision? Because you have the internet, you can do a lot of searching on the internet. You have social media. There are tons of people that are teaching things for absolutely free 99 right on social media. We always say YouTube University, right? So that's an option, right? Social media is an option. Do you know Gorilla Tag? Does anybody know what Jessica is asking? She says, do you know Gorilla Tag? Let's see. Dolores says, YouTube, some people do free webinars. Yes, absolutely. There are a lot of people that do free webinars. I was at one not too long ago about a topic, and it was very informative. So, but it was a leadway into there, which was another upsell. It was free, and then they had the upsell, right? And so it was a prerequisite or a precursor, should I say, to their actual paid event that was going to go into deeper and more in-depth details as to what this topic was. And so, she said, it's a VR game. No, I don't play games. Nah, Dolores may know more about that, but I do not play games. I do not. So social media is another option for those of you that's looking at all these different things that's being presented to you out there. And it's a way for you to acquire a lot of information for absolutely free. And that's why a lot of people spend a lot of hours and a lot of time on YouTube, because you can go to YouTube and you can learn how to do, like in this event, it says AI that Dolores mentioned to us. It's a great way for you to learn how to use these various things that a lot of people are teaching you about for absolutely free or for less cost than a lot of these ticket prices, okay? So another option you may want to look at, if money is tight, but you want to learn the information, this is something that I know is very valuable. I'm over one, I'm building another one, and I'm a part of others. So what I'm referring to are group memberships. There are a lot of membership platforms. There are a lot of content creators that are forming their own communities, their own groups, where they are doing in-depth training on a lot of important things that you need to learn If you want to grow on YouTube, for instance, if you want to build a business, if you want to learn about tech and technology, if you want to learn about AI, if you want to learn about anything, it's all sorts of groups, investing, you name it, okay? From raising kids to starting a garden. So many group memberships out there that will teach you how to use these things, sometimes for a lot less cost than some of these events. Here is something else I've learned, and this person that emailed me mentioned this. One of their fears was, okay, she's sorry, I'm back on my phone. Okay, no problem, Jessica, no problem at all. The Lord says, I don't know why people don't trust free, but I think expensive is right. But think expensive is right. Yeah, you know, Dolores, a lot of people fall for the okie doke, okay? It's like a person that shows up in a business suit, nice haircut, nice hairdo, nails done, all the grandeur, right? And they have the gift of gab. And a lot of people think, oh, well, they dress the part, they sound very intelligent, then that must mean they know exactly what they are talking about. Good evening, Kenneth. Welcome in. But what you will realize is a lot of these people know how to play the part. A lot of these people sometimes depend on, dare I say, AI to make them seem like they're a lot smarter than what they truly are. Okay? I'm not trying to step on no toes, so I'm trying to tread very carefully here. But there are a lot of people who I fear are going to hit a brick wall if AI puts something out there, you copy and paste it, you have an event based on what AI has taught you or said, you have this event, and there is someone that breathes, sweats, has a lot of tears behind the content that you're giving this webinar or event on, and they're sitting as one of your guests, and they can tell that you have regurgitated AI. There will be people sitting in there saying, this person has no idea what they are talking about. And hey, T-Hop, welcome in. And they will clearly know that you're just an AI regurgitator. You have no idea about the topic that you are charging these people to pay you for. A lot of people will go and join groups, these memberships here, they will join memberships just to take the information from the host of these memberships, for instance, and then have an event, and they will charge you for that event just to regurgitate what someone else has told them. They have not put in the work behind learning about the topic that they're trying to present to you. I've even seen people be on the scene for 6 months, and the next thing I know, they're telling everybody they're some type of expert in whatever it is. But the entire time that you've watched them and followed them, they've been using AI the whole time. Not at any point have they showed you that they know really anything about the topic they're trying to teach you. And you will think, okay, this person is cool. They seem nice. And you'll pay, what, $25, $55, $100, like Dolores has mentioned earlier, for these events, hoping and praying they know what they're talking about. But when you get in there, you will really learn it's all AI. Not the person themselves, but what they're saying. They're just regurgitating AI. You could go to AI right now for free and get a lot of these questions answered. So you have to ask yourself, is attending an AI-based topic worth your money? I'm an old school person, okay? I believe in studying to show myself approved, like the Bible says. So I'm not going to address a topic, I don't care how big or small. And y'all know I roll in the business realm, so I've done a lot of study, and I have real 3 degrees in business, okay? And I'll be soon be doing some certifications because no time has passed, just to upbuild my credentials, just for me, okay? But there are a lot of people covering topics that they have not studied about, and they're relying heavily on AI. That's scary to me. And so I wanted to address that. Be careful with those of you that rely heavily on AI. I have asked AI questions that I truly knew the answer to just to see what it is because I'm very AI cautious. And it was completely wrong. And I was like, no, that's not right. And so when I gave it the sources of the information, like, oh, you are completely right, Kimberly. And I was like, what the, what is this? But if I didn't know what I was talking about and I relied heavily on AI, I would have been telling people something that AI said that was completely wrong, but I knew better. So be cautious. So let me go to the comments here. Salon Diva says, if AI is based on facts, then how will they know? You have to, well, that's the thing. You have to study. AI should never be your center answer key. It should not be your main source. Let's say I was going to teach someone how to do hair because Salon Diva is a hairstylist. This is what she does. She's a cosmetologist. So if I decide all of a sudden, because I know how to use a flat iron, I'm going to give a webinar on how to do hair. And Salon Diva says, well, I've been doing hair since Scooby-Doo was a pup. So let me see what the educated naturalist is talking about as she comes to my webinar. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, this is how you use a flat iron. And I'm doing something crazy. She's gonna be like, this girl has no idea what she's talking about. That is not how she do that. How did I get the skill sets? Well, I went on AI and I said, okay, tell me about a flat iron. And I just start reading all these details that AI gives me about a flat iron. Have I actually used the flat iron enough to know the details of that flat iron so I can tell you all from personal experience, from my education, from my usage of these items, to be able to give you a good enough course on how to use a flat iron? Or did I just go to AI and say, tell me how to use a flat iron, and I'm just going to regurgitate it for the next day or two to you about this flat iron? Salon Diva is skilled enough, she's used it enough, she's went to school for it long enough to be able to spot a lie. Okay? Let's just put it like that. And I would hope she would be able to do that because she has the skills and the education and the certifications under her belt. But if I'm just a fly-by-night person just trying to make a quick buck off of hopefully other people's uneducation, because AI has made it so easy for me to do that, right? I think I would be doing her field, for instance, a disservice. So I always tell people, Salon Diva, use AI cautiously. Check it. Because a lot of people are just taking it as fact because they don't want to go deeper and do their own research with other sources. They're just thinking that it's the truth because it's AI, it's smarter, it's faster than us, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes AI gets it wrong. And so let me go down here. Okay, Dolores says, I have been there. They couldn't even find the buttons or want 50 steps for a 3-step process. Yes, I have also seen things like this that you mentioned. People show up to these events, people show up to these webinars, and they're going to teach you, let's say somebody's going to, since a lot of people here are live streamers, let's say they're going to teach you how to use StreamYard. That's something that most people in here know what that is. StreamYard is a streaming platform, okay? They're going to teach you how to use StreamYard, but they don't know how to use StreamYard. So when you show up there, they're clicking all over the place. How do I do this? Well, can somebody send, why does it, and you sitting there like, I've just paid $100,000 to come in here and learn from you how to use StreamYard, and you don't even know how to use StreamYard. We have people in here trying to tell you how to use StreamYard. Like, So, Dolores, I understand exactly what you're talking about. We all have to make sure that we do our own personal research and not get wrapped up into these people that's having all of these events and you haven't watched them long enough. There's not enough content out there to prove to you that they know what they are talking about. There are a lot of people that are telling a lot of people to go get the bag by any means necessary, even if you have to lie to do it, even if you have to copy other people to do it. It's getting crazy out here. So I'm thankful that the person sent the question to me that I'm answering today. For those of you that are just now tuning in, I'm the Educated Natural. And yes, to answer your questions, Jessica, I am a teacher. I had an actual graduation today. And so, yes, I am a teacher. And I've been in business. I am a business professional. I'm not a content creator. I'm not an influencer. I'm none of those things. I'm not a person that gets wrapped up in all the crazy numbers. I have studied. This is my 13th year of being a business professional. I do this. I sleep, eat, and breathe business, okay? So I've been doing this for a long time and enough time to know the difference between a real person that knows the different areas of business and a person that's trying to get a quick buck off of your uneducation when it comes to business and different things. And so I'm not a fly by night person. Like I said, I've been around for over 13 years, okay? So my name itself tells you exactly who I am. I am the Educated Natural. It's not just a tagline. It's not just a stage name or moniker or anything like that. It is who I am. Okay, so yes, ma'am, I am a teacher, but I'm glad that you are here. Welcome to my channel. And so Dolores says, AI is okay to use, but double check it. I even double check my music so it's not copyrighted. That brings up a great point, Dolores. With a lot of music, a lot of people, no matter where you turn now, you see everybody using AI music now. Before it was like unheard of. Then it went from like a couple people here and there had the different music. They really didn't tell you what it was from. You know, you'd ask them and they wouldn't really want to tell you. And I get it. Hey, keep your secret sauce. But then now it's widespread. Everyone's now a music producer, it seems, thanks to AI, right? And so, yeah, you have to be careful. I was told, I think it was you, Dolores, I was told that a lot of people will sit there when they're doing their music saying, I want it to sound like this particular song. Don't do that. don't do that. Because that will definitely lead you into the copyright warehouse, and that's not where you want to be in violation of that, okay? So tread lightly, my friend, tread lightly. I've always wondered, Dolores, please chime in. I've always wondered if YouTube was going to have an issue eventually with AI music. And here's what I'm kind of going off topic, so hang with me just a little bit, y'all. This is my question. YouTube has their own music. They have their own music library. And I think last year or the year before, they had like the paid versions of songs you could use. You can pay for those songs and pay for the rights to use it. And then they also have the free version of songs. But I always wondered if YouTube has that amount of music in the studio and we all have access to it if you have a channel, why would they allow AI music on this platform? Like right now, they're coming through everyone's channel, scanning and taking away subs and doing all different things and shutting down different channels because of the AI slop, as we all call it, right? I'm wondering, seriously wondering about the music. Because right now, according to music attorneys, Suno is in some lawsuits right now. So I'm just thinking, I don't really follow it that deeply because it's not something that I use right now. But I know that you do, and several other people in here do. Like I said, everybody's a music producer. I'm just wondering if it will have backlash. I'm just wondering. That's my question, okay? But back to these events and deciding whether or not you need to pay for them. I can't tell you yes or no. Only you can make that determination. But I would always urge you to do your own investigative reporting. Take time, get to know the host. If they're a content creator, go to their channel. See if they have exhibited knowledge of what they're trying to teach you at these webinars and events and training sessions or whatever they are before you spend your money. See if possible you can utilize other options. Because I know a lot of people have what they call FOMO, fear of missing out. And I don't want you to spend money that you don't have to. And so, yeah, even Salon Diva says here, like she uses AI, and yes, sometimes it gets it wrong. It absolutely does. So she also says, I usually go and check the person out to see their background. And that's a smart thing to do. Because some people have the gift of gab and they'll tell you that they are whatever, and they'll announce some type of credential. I'm not going to get into that because that will open up a whole other can of worms, because that's not what today's discussion is about when it comes to credentials. And you will think, oh, this person is famous. This person has 15,000, 30,000, 100,000, 200,000, a million subs here on YouTube, and that means they must know what they're talking about. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Okay, so proceed with caution. Like Salon Diva here has said to us, check the person's background as much as possible, okay? So let me look here. Going on down. If we have any issues in the chat, mods, you know exactly what to do. Okay? Let's see here. T-Hop says, a lot of things are modified or processed today and has been deemed unhealthy. I like live bands and home cooked meals, right? I understand exactly what you said. You're like, look, I want the real deal. Y'all can use the AI if y'all want to. Y'all can depend on all this superficial stuff if you want to. I need realness, okay? Give me the real. I understand, sir. I understand what you're talking about. And so that's why I have been on YouTube for as long as I have been on YouTube, because I want people to know that there are real people out there that are skilled, that have put in the blood, sweat, and tears into whatever it is they are doing and presenting. And I want people to know that just because you see some things online that seem to be intriguing, before you spend your hard-earned money, do your research first. Because there are a lot of people that are just copying other people, trying to make a quick buck by any means necessary. They are not skilled in what they're trying to teach you. All they're going to do is pull from AI and just regurgitate what AI is saying. But if you decide to attend anyone's event, including my own, I don't use AI like that. I may use AI for a thumbnail, but the teaching comes directly from my experience and certified sources, okay? And anyone that's been on my channel long enough, you know I'll drop a receipt. Even if it's the Bible, I'll pull up a scripture. I will go to a website. I will pull up everything you need to know to back up what I'm teaching you. I have no problem with that at all. But be AI cautious, you all. Your money has been in your pocket for a while. It's been hard to get for some people. And I just don't want to see you wasted on things that there are other options out there for you to pursue. There are more knowledgeable resources out there that you may want to consider using. And you have to first ask yourself, is the event, webinar, whatever it is that I want to attend, is it going to meet my expectation? Go in there with expectation. Know exactly what you want to learn, what you're looking to learn, okay? When you enter the door. Because some people, you'll get to see another side of people. You'll get to see if they're well prepared. You'll get to see if they know exactly what they're talking about. And I just have been to enough events and felt like I wasted my own money because I didn't learn what I thought I was going to learn. The person didn't know what I thought they knew. And I just don't want that to happen to another person. Okay. So before you even go, research the person. Who's the host? What's the event? What's going to be possibly talked about at the event? Read the copy that's on the website. See what it's really going to be about. Go to the person if they have a social media page, and I hope they do. Go to their page. Do your research. Go through and see how well they teach. What are they teaching? If what they have shown you so far, if they're going to just use this course as an extension of their channel, some of the stuff they've taught on their channel already, go and look at the content on their channel and see how well they teach those things already on their channel for free. That's probably going to be a clear indication as to what you're going to see if you got to pay for the next step. If it's janky for free, it's probably going to be janky behind the paywall. If they use AI a lot on their channel, especially over the last year, because a lot of people were really AI hard within the last year alone. And everything is AI, and now they're going to try to teach you something else that you probably never saw on their channel. It's probably going to be regurgitated AI that's going to help them get through whatever it is they're supposed to be teaching you. So, to the person that sent me the question, do you need to pay for these webinars that you mentioned? You mentioned specific ones. Only you can make that choice. But before you pay, check your options. Hey, precious pieces, welcome in. Check your options. And then check the source that's going to be teaching the class or the course or whatever it is, the webinar. Check and see if they have that skill set. If you see evidence, there's one thing I learned early in my career, and that was success leaves clues. If you want me to pay you $20, $50, $75, $100, like Dolores mentioned earlier, I need to see some clues in your success, right? I need to be able to go to your social media and let me see if I can get an idea as to what's about to be happening for this money you're actually wanting me to pay you. If I don't see any evidence behind that, I'm going to have to be a little cautious. I'm just going to have to take a step back. And that may not be where I need to put my money. Maybe I need to find a more skilled person. Maybe I need a deeper level of expertise. And so just be cautious out there. So let me check the chat. Let's see here. Salon Diva says, most of the time they don't share because they want you to sign up for the more expensive program. Absolutely. A lot of these things are money grabs for people. Y'all know how the economy is right now. They're trying to get money by any means necessary. A lot of these people are going after low-hanging fruit type webinars. So like I said earlier, let's say I was going to show you how to do shoes. I was going to show you how to design a shoe. If you look on my channel, I haven't talked about shoes ever. ever talked about shoes. But all of a sudden, I want to have this webinar, and I'm going to teach you how to design a shoe, how to make a shoe. You can look at me like, Ten, I've never seen you talk about shoes before. That would be a little bit of a stretch. I'm curious because that is something I want to know. I love shopping for shoes, and the idea of making my own shoe sounds great. But I don't know. I don't know. That would kind of give me a little pause, like, really? Okay, so let me look here. T-Hop says, speech in college taught you to keep your head up, and you were limited with the amount of info on your card. You had to know the content. Absolutely. I remember during my speech class, my public speaking class, we had a time limit, and we couldn't use cue cards. We had a PowerPoint limit as well. You had to memorize for whatever time limit you had to talk. You had to memorize all of the information and go for it. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people now, they have whole scripts and everything else. And there's nothing wrong with the script if that's going to keep you on topic. I get it. Do what you need to do. But I don't want you or myself to be in an environment, in a webinar, in a course, in a class, and you could tell This person did not study. They have limited knowledge about what they're trying to teach you, and you have spent $50, $100, $200 to sit in a place for the next 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, however long the event is, and you're going to leave empty. Not only is your bank account lower because of the ticket price you paid, but your knowledge bank seems low because you walked away without not 1 cent of increased knowledge. I don't want that to be you. Okay? So do your research. But you are absolutely right, T Hop. Them cue cards. Mm-mm. Hey, Lisa, welcome in. Great to see you. Let's see here. Dolores says, also hit the altered button before you get hit. Okay. What's the altered button? You talking about with AI, Dolores? Let's see. Let me go down, 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 down. Everybody's talking. Yes, T Hop. I remember that. Listen, it don't get me started when we had to do a debate. That was fun, but it was tough because I was knocking everybody down like a bowling ball hitting bowling pins. I ended up winning the competition because I was like 10 toes strong on it. Okay, I was going to debate you. So that was a good memory. But yeah, that persuasive speech to get somebody to see things your way. Oh man, me and one girl, we went head for head for a while, and then eventually she folded because I was not going to. So yeah. Dolores says yes, with AI on YouTube and other socials. Oh, okay, I got you. So she's saying basically, those you don't understand, she's saying instead of like when you ask it certain things, you need to hit, an alternative before you sit there and just take the initial points that it gives you back. And so Dolores doesn't know this yet, but she's gonna be coming up on my channel, and we're gonna be doing something for you guys. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but we're gonna tag team on something because we both have a passion of different things, but we're going to combine these things, and y'all about to see something that you haven't seen, especially in any of these communities before. And so we're going to tag team on some things. I have some ideas, Dolores, so stay close to your inbox. I have some ideas because there is definitely a need, and this question from a subscriber really opened my eyes. We need to get back, and we're going to start educating these folks around here because I'm tired of the riffraff, okay? I've sat quietly, I've kept my mouth shut, and it's just getting worse. So you and I are about to tag team on something. I think it's going to be big. I think it's very important, and it's going to answer this question even deeper for a lot of people. And so look forward to joining forces with you. And there is another person that I'll be joining forces with as well on something else. And so, but yeah, Dolores, since you're here, I want to go on and mention that publicly so people can be on the lookout for that. But what other advice do you all have for a person that's trying to decide whether or not to pay for something? And I know earlier Miss Sonia was here and she was like for me to use her. But even in her field, and if you don't know who Miss Sonia is, that's the owner of Just Gifted. Please feel free to visit her channel. Just Gifted makes gift baskets. And she goes out and she does, especially during various holidays. That's her hot season. And she's out there and she's vending a lot in her community. And so when people approach her table and, they go under her tent and different things that she has, they have to decide based on what they see if they're going to purchase or not. Or there may be people that say, you know what, I like this. I wish it was a little cheaper. I'm gonna go down the street or I'm gonna go across town. There's somebody else that's a vendor I want to see, and they want to, compare prices. So I'm sure she goes through that as well. And in the example here today, when it comes to all of these different events, webinars, meetups, whatever, but more in particular, the person was talking about actual webinars, online events and different things and conferences and stuff. We have to do the same thing. If I'm having an event, and I will have an event coming up, still working on it, still trying to decide the best way to go. And Dolores has an event coming up at some point as well. But We want you to do the same thing. We want you to get to know us, go through our channels, go through everybody here's channel. And when they have these events, make sure you have that like, know, and trust factor solidified with that person. Make sure that person literally has left you clues to their success. Like you can say, okay, this person knows exactly what they're talking about. I don't feel, based on what I've heard from them, what I've seen from them, that I'm going to get bamboozled. Okay? I feel that this is the person that is skilled enough to teach me XYZ. Because there are a lot of people that are going to AI, different ones. They're seeing what the trending topics are in whatever field, or they're in a group and they've heard people ask questions about whatever topic. And the next thing you know, boom, they're going to have a webinar. They have not studied. They definitely haven't sought the Lord, but they haven't studied on it. And they're thinking this is a hot topic, it's a question, I'm gonna do this webinar, and I'm gonna use chat, I'm gonna use Claude, I'm gonna use Perplexity, I'm gonna use whoever, whatever, and I'm just going to put this thing together. I'm gonna charge these people X amount of dollars, I'm gonna try to get as many people as I can, and I'm just gonna read off this script, and I'm gonna do this, and it's all going to be based on what AI has told them. Is this something that you are okay with? Or would you rather have someone that has some skin in the game? Someone that has truly studied to show themselves approved? It's up to you. I can't tell you how to spend your money. I ain't tell you how to get it, so I can't tell you how to spend it. I just want you to be cautious and smart with your dollars when it comes to these webinars. Hey, DJ Jordan, welcome in. I'm good. How about yourself? And so I just want everyone to just be cautious. So grab a piece of paper, write these things out, and see if there are other options out there. If there are better people to teach you whatever skill set you want to know. So if you wanted to know about stocks, would it be best for you to go to DJ Jordan? If you go through DJ Jordan's channel, you won't see probably any content on there about stocks, but it's something you want to know about. But if you go to Lisa J Stocks channel, you will see nothing but stocks, okay? So you have to decide, who really has shown, based on their free, that they know what they're talking about? These are the things you need to take into consideration when you're looking at these different webinars and conferences. Do these people truly know what they're going to be talking about and expecting you to pay for? That's all I'm saying. Be financially smart. Okay? So I'm glad you're here, Jay Jordan. Great to see you. So I just want to come on very briefly, and plan on being on here long, but I wanted to make sure that you all are aware that there are tons of content creators that are coming on different platforms, looking at what's trending, and then they're doing webinars based on those things. And I want you to be aware of that. There are a lot of people that are clicking up for different reasons or another, and they're all trying to get the bag. And they're trying to get the bag off of you not knowing what's happening behind the scenes. Okay? So be cautious. Be careful. Don't get wrapped up in, oh, I like their personality. They are so cool. They are so cool. Or, they're so nice, or whatever. Because I don't want to see you waste your money. If there are other options out there that you can use. I always tell people, learn freely first. And then if it's something that you want to go deeper on, find the person that's going to take you to that next level of education in whatever topic you are curious about, okay? If I was curious about working out, about health and wellness, I would reach out to, first, my husband, because, military, but I would also reach out to a person that does it every day, that have went to school and studied about it. And I'm referring to DJ Jordan. I wouldn't even go to Lisa J Stocks because she's investing. I would go to the person that has shown shown me and everyone else, if you go to their channel, they do this thing. This is what they do. That's all I'm saying. Be careful who you are investing in. Because when you invest in things, you want a return, right? You want a return on your investment. So if you're spending, like Dolores said earlier, $100, you want a return on that $100 based on the knowledge that you've acquired from that event. If you go to that event and you don't get the knowledge that you are looking for, at least a little bit, on that $100, I don't want it to scar you from going to another content creator's event because of past experience. So just be careful out here. Okay, T-Hop says, make sure to look at the long-term benefit before investing and give it time for the desired results. Absolutely. You have to look at the long-term benefit. If I want to learn about, give me something, somebody. If I want to learn about spiritual growth, and this is something that I am passionate about, I've read the Bible, I've read other books about it, I just want to get closer to God, wouldn't it behoove me to get in the presence of those that have shown me that they are also studying to do the same thing? They have shared freely what they've learned. Wouldn't it behoove me to be around individuals that's teaching those things? And in this case, that would be T-Hop. Wouldn't it behoove me to go to his channel, search through his content, be in his live streams, to learn about the Bible from a different perspective, on a different level, to help me grow spiritually, because that's what I'm seeking. But I wouldn't go to someone that's not even on that journey, that's not even on that path, that's not even a part of their everyday content, if ever. But I want to learn about this particular thing. Wouldn't it behoove me if I wanted to learn about tech, if I wanted to learn Canva, if I wanted to learn StreamYard, if I wanted to learn how to build a channel, things like that, I would find those people that have shown me that they have been doing this for the longest. And in this case, the person here would be Dolores. She has tons of content on her channel where she's shown how to use Canva. So if you're thinking about, man, I wish I knew how to make thumbnails, or I wish somebody would teach me AI so I can use AI since everybody else is using AI to do their thumbnails, wouldn't it be cool if I had someone that could teach me that on a different level, that wouldn't mind going step by step, showing me how to do these things? Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't it behoove you to reach out to the person that's been doing this for a long time? They didn't just learn it last month and all of a sudden now, boom, they're going to teach you how to do it. No, you haven't even learned it yet. If you wanted to do a live stream and you're like, man, what's that little duck I see some people have on their screen? What is that? And you ask the person, they say, oh, it's StreamYard. And you go, oh, well, I want to launch my own live stream. I want to use this platform. I like that you're able to do this, and that. Since I've been sitting here watching you, wouldn't it behoove you to try to connect with that person or someone that has that skill set? I'm just saying, they have proof of their success. There are clues all throughout their content. Dolores has even had meetings with the new people of StreamYard. She's been a part of Restream and knows these platforms. She works with clients through these platforms. So if you're thinking about using these types of platforms, it would be helpful to yourself to connect with her. Get on her calendar, get on her schedule, possibly be her next client. I'm just saying. So we have to be very careful in this day and age who we're not only following, who we're listening to, who has access to our ears. Because some people know, you know what, if I make it look pretty, then I can just call it whatever, and everyone's going to fall for it. That's not the case. When I did my brand messaging webinar or mastermind, I didn't just show up one day and say, you know what, this is what I'm going to do. No, I did my market research first to make sure that there was a call from the people that watched me that this is something that they wanted. But what a lot of people think is, okay, well, I'm going to teach you about how to make stickers. And because I make stickers, I'm going to say that this is your brand. Because I make logos, I'm going to do a branding class because I make logos. Or I make it look pretty. Or I use AI to make all my stuff. And I know you want to look as cute as me. So I'm going to teach you that this is this. Be smart. As a business professional, I'm here to tell you my brand messaging masterclass was only one level. Branding has so many levels. Business has so many levels, and branding in itself has levels under it. So let's say business is the hierarchy and you want to say branding has its own set of levels. So you can't just learn about one level of something. Okay, so I only taught just a portion of it because branding starts with your message, okay? And then the other levels, you got brand identity. You got so many things. I'm not here to give a class, but you have so many things. When I do my master classes, it's a master class. I'm taking you through the different levels of that. I'm giving you worksheets and different things to help you go further and deeper into that thing. Do I have to do that? No. But I figure if you're paying me money to attend an event, the least I can do is make sure you leave with something. Not something that I regurgitated from ChatGPT or any type of AI, but realistic things that you can implement before you even walk out the door. And so when you're going to these events, no matter how big or small, no matter if they're free or you done pay, like Dolores says, over $100, go in there with expectation. While you're there, take your notes. Do your research on the topic before you even buy your ticket. And that way you know if that person is selling you some wolf tickets or not. If they just up there gabbing for no, okay? Don't go in there completely uneducated. Go in there with some level of education so that you will know and be able to test that person and see if they are who you perceived them to be. There are a lot of people that dress up real nice, talk real nice too, but they do not have the skills to pay the bills. It's all ChatGPT, it's all AI in some form or another, and I don't want you to go to these places thinking, okay, I went to this webinar, I have learned so much, I am ready, I know about AI, I know about Photoshop, I know about Ecamm, I know about StreamYard, oh, I just know. And then you get out here and you start using these different things, you start applying this knowledge and realize it was fluff. None of it makes any sense. None of the stuff they have told you for the last 2-3 days has made any sense. None of this stuff is applicable. You can't apply it to anything. It's just not right. And now you feel like a fool because you have spent all this money on something that you can't even build upon. I've been there. I'm trying to help you. Be cautious. The Bible reminds us that we know a tree by the fruit that it bears. Look for the fruit before you go in there and give these people your money. See if you see any fruit. Like I said earlier, if all of a sudden I decide I'm going to have a webinar on how to make shoes, and you go through my channel, you don't see a single thing on my channel about shoes, that should be a red flag for you. If all of a sudden Dolores decides she's going to have a class on building a skyscraper, and you have searched her channel high and low, you have searched the internet for any place that she could be high and low, and you have never seen her talk about building anything as far as a building, that should be a red flag. If you go to a free webinar, because this happened recently, You go to a free webinar, which is a person is planning on using the free to upsell you later, but you went to the free webinar and you look around and you see familiar names and familiar faces in that same webinar you in. And then later on, this person or people you see in that same free webinar, all of a sudden now they're going to do the webinar, and it's going to be the same type of webinar that the free one, but they're going to charge you for it. And it's going to be the same information, regurgitated information they just heard in that free webinar. That should be a red flag for you. You know good and well, this person does not know what they have just went to this free webinar and learned. But all of a sudden, they're going to show up to you and say, I'm going to teach you how to do it. You join a membership, you realize the people are in the same membership you're in, and now all of a sudden they're going to regurgitate this information on a live stream, on a recorded video that they just heard somebody else say. And they do it without any qualms whatsoever. Hey, Flying Guillotine, welcome in. And you're thinking to yourself, now I was sitting in the same classroom as you. Now all of a sudden, you're an expert on how to make shoes. Now all of a sudden, you're an expert and want to teach everybody something you just learned 5 minutes ago. You haven't even studied yet, like you haven't even applied yet, but all of a sudden now you're an expert. Okay, all right. And you want me to pay how much for something you just took from over here before the people? Wow. Okay. But these are the things that's happening. These are the things no one wants to talk about. And when I say something about it, I'm wrong. I'm just wrong. Oh, Kim, you're a hater. I don't have a reason to hate on anybody. I'm just telling y'all what I see. And obviously, I'm not the only person that sees it because I got the question. The person was really confused about whether or not they should invest financially into some of these things they are seeing that other content creators want them to pay them to learn how to do. And I'm here to tell you, before you spend a single dime, a single penny, see if you have other options out there. See if you can learn how to do it on the internet in some form or fashion, whether it's through AI, Gemini, ChatGPT, Claude, whatever your choice is. Try looking through YouTube University. Go through Instagram. See if there are better options out there. Join some memberships. See if there are better options out there. And I'm not just talking about here on YouTube. There are school memberships. There are so many other different memberships out there. Before you're dropping $50, $100, $200 for tickets to things that a lot of these people don't even have the skills in. They don't. I've been to enough of them that there's been some that I'm like, yes, that person knows exactly what they're talking about. This was really good. I can't wait for the next one. But there have been some where it was a waste of my money. I wanted to kick my own tail if I get my foot that high because I fell for the okie doke. I don't want you to fall for the okie doke, okay? So just be careful out here. That's all I wanted to come on very briefly to answer that person's question and to help some of you that's trying to make a decision. Do you need to pay for that or not? And so I hope today I was able to help you narrow down, make a better decision, determine if you need to buy these things or not. Only you know what's in your bank account. Only you know what's in your pocket. Only you know what you are willing to pay for. I just want you to make smarter, better financial decisions when it comes to anything, myself included, anything any content creator wants you to pay for. There are certain things that, yes, you need to make the investment into because it's going to benefit you in the long run. But there are certain things and certain people that are trying to teach things that they are not skilled in to teach. They have not studied. They have not read the books on it. They have not even went to YouTube University to learn more about it. They just heard of a trend, or they may have been in a group or around other people and said, you know what? I'm going to jump the gun before they do. And I want to show people what I know how to do. And I just don't want you all to feel slighted because some of these events are above $30. And I just don't want you all to make a bad financial decision in this economy. And so thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for being a part of the discussion. Thank you so, so much. If you have other things that you would like the person to know, please feel free to take a few moments and leave it in the comments. I'm sure they're going to read it whenever they have a chance. They may already be in the bushes, I'm not sure. But just let them know. You can even share your experiences as well and let people know, look, I've been there. I have been there. I have bought tickets to different events, conferences, women events, and left no different than when I walked in the door. If anything, I felt worse because I'm thinking I spent how much to come in here? And this is all I got was some hugs and some pictures. This was supposed to be an event about whatever. And all I heard was a bunch of people trying to upsell me on all these different things. I walked away with nothing, to include missing my money. Okay? So I don't want you all to feel that way. There are a lot of great events out there. Don't get me wrong. There are a lot of great events. There are a lot of smart men and women that know exactly what they're talking about. But it's up to you to do your due diligence and find the correct people. Okay? Some of them are here in the chat. Some of them are out there on social media. They have the clues that will lead you to their success. But there are some people that are not who you think they are. They have underlying agendas and they want to get that bag and they want to get it from you. And they are going into, like I said earlier, different groups, different spaces around different faces. And they are copying, stealing other people's content, going to AI, plugging in a prompt. AI is spitting out whatever it's spitting out for them. And they're going to come right before your face after you pay them your money, and they're going to regurgitate it to you. It's not their content. They don't have the skills to know anything about it. And if you pressure them with deep questions, relevant questions to the topic they're supposed to be discussing, they can't answer you because they don't know. They're just regurgitating or saying again what ChatGPT and all these different AI programs have said to them. It's up to you if you want to invest in something like that. Because if you just want AI answers, you can go to AI by yourself for yourself. Dolores knows AI. You want somebody just to teach you AI, go to her. There are various other people online that you can go to that have those skill sets. But you don't want to go to somebody that just pulled up AI and they don't have the skills to teach you about lighting, to teach you how to do a live stream, how to do scenes on Ecamm that they don't know. They have no idea. They're just going to other people's channel and say, okay, this is what they did. Okay, I saw a video. I saw this particular content creator, and I'm going to take notes, and now I'm going to teach you. I'm going to have a $25 webinar, and I'm going to teach you how to use a StreamYard. They don't even know how to use StreamYard. They just went to somebody else's channel, and they're going to regurgitate their information back to you. You have to do your due diligence in this day and age, people. So, right, click it up like Voltron. You're right. And so, Flying Guillotine says, yes, I would ask, can they certify you? Yeah. See, you try to get me on this certification talk. I'm not going to do it today, but we will have that talk because there are a lot of people that don't have the right credentials. Let's just say that. They don't. And I'm not saying it's all about you going to college or anything like that. But if you're going to teach something, make sure you've done the appropriate amount of studying to be able to teach that. And if your field requires additional credentials, make sure you've taken those steps to get those additional credentials. But don't be out here lying about it. Okay? So yeah, you laughing and you trying to get me out there. Hey, I'm not going out there today. I'm not going out there today. But I wanted to just answer that question for the person. I thank y'all for being here. Congratulations to all the graduates of 2026. My daughter graduated today, and I love her so much, of course, but I'm so proud of her. And so I just wanted to make sure I didn't close it out saying that congratulations to all graduates, whether it's from high school, college, whatever it was from, congratulations to you. You have worked hard and you deserve every accolade you have been given or will receive at any point this year. So congratulations to you, each of you. So, oh, that's a good point right there, Dolores. Thank you for bringing that up. She says, even Canva gives certificates and badges. Do I want to touch this? I'm going to let Dolores touch it. Dolores, you can touch it later. But since I'm already here. If you want to learn Canva, Dolores has just dropped down the gauntlet. Canva actually provides their own trainings on how to use their software, Canva. And when you go through these courses, you get a certificate at the end. Dolores, what is the price to be able to learn about Canva? Because I know Canva is a very popular thing for a lot of content creators. So what is the cost for people to sign up for Canva and be able to take the courses that will give them the certificates and the badges you just mentioned? Say what now? Thank you so much, T-Hop. Thank you, thank you. You said $0. Say it ain't so. So you're telling me, let me make sure I get this straight for the people in the back. I can go right now to canva.com. for $0. Learn how to use Canva for $0 and get a certificate and a badge as I'm going through the learning process. Is that what you're saying? Because the people in the back need to know. I'm just curious. Let me know. Because in that case, everybody in here and out there should be heading over there if you like using Canva. If you want to learn how to make thumbnails and you can make all sorts of things with AI over at Canva, let us know, Dolores. Do I need to drop the link? I know you're not feeling well right now. Y'all make sure y'all are praying for Dolores. Look at her. Now, okay, y'all remember when I was talking about credentials? And I said I wasn't going to talk about credentials. But she's saying right here, yes, and I took the time to get all mine. So Dolores is and she says, hold on, you can add it to LinkedIn. Say it ain't so. Say it is not so. So you're telling me I can go to Canva because I'm a content creator, or maybe I just want to design something. I can go over to Canva, completely have no idea what Canva is. Go through Canva for free and learn how to use it for free. And as I'm going through the training, I get certificates and badges. And when I'm all complete learning how to use Canva, I can go to my LinkedIn, which is my professional page. You know, LinkedIn is all about that business type thing, your professional page. You may be looking for a job or something. And put that certification, all those things over there on Canva too. Over there on LinkedIn too, about Canva. Say it ain't so. For free? And I don't have to go pay to learn Canva if I don't want to. Well, ain't that something? See, Dolores knows Canva. And let's say you say, girl, I ain't got time for all that. I don't want to go through Canva. I ain't got time for that. You have a Canva specialist who's gone through the training, who has content on her channel about how to use Canva right here in the chat. So let's say you want to upgrade your thumbnails. Dolores has keys should I say, pathways at this point to her level of even doing thumbnails. She's also just shared that she's gone through the Canva training, which gives her some more solidification behind her certifications to be able to tell you she can help you learn how to do thumbnails using Canva. And you're over there scratching your head, knowing your thumbnails look like they looking. Okay? Knowing you need some help. Help. Help right there in the chat. Help. It's called Dolores. Okay? You're out here struggling for no reason. And she has gone through the chat. And she's telling you. She didn't have to share that nugget. That's a golden nugget. If I ever heard one today. That you can take the time at your own leisure and go through Canva and learn Canva for free and get certifications or certificates, I guess I should say, and badges behind your name over on Canva. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? I'm telling y'all, if you are not, and I'm not going to toot my own horn too high. Y'all know I like to know everybody else's horn and putting y'all up on game on everybody else. But if you're not connected to Dolores or myself, she's the techie. I'm going to leave the techie to her. I'm a little techie too, but she goes a little bit deeper into it than I do. But if you want to learn tech and you want to learn business from the floor up, okay? I always say from the from the pit to the penthouse. If you want to go from the pit to the penthouse in business, I'm your girl. If you want to go from the pit to the penthouse in tech, Dolores is your girl. You can check my channels. You can check. I am Google-licious. Okay? From building websites, I have spent years building corporate identities from people. If you don't know what it is, Google it. I'm talking about the complete package, their branding, their marketing, their promotions, everything in a business from the ground up. 13 years of experience. And I got proof to show it and to back it up. Okay? I am a MBA graduate. I have proof to back it up. Okay? So I'm not just out here just a fly-by-night person. I am being honest. I am true to this when it comes to business. And when I tell you, when you see what Dolores and I, when I bring this thing to her, if she agrees to it, there's no obligation, Dolores. You can say, nah, I'm doing something else. No hurt feelings over here. You know how I roll. But when we bring forth, I truly believe when we team up and do what I have in my head that I think the community needs, you want to be in the house. That's all I'm going to say. You're going to want to be in the house. And y'all already know I pray over everything I do. That's why I haven't said anything about it yet, because God just not gave me the download, okay? I have been praying about something, and I was like, I wonder if I should do this, this, and this, and all my ideas, I take it to the Father. And just being here today, he already gave me clearance on something. So that's how we roll. So let's see here. She says, Dolores says, nobody wants my help. I'm cheap. I need to be more expensive. And I've heard that I need to be making 10 money. Okay. Let me get you. Listen, what God has for you, he has for you. God is going to bring you out of your shell. You keep trying to slide back into the shadows. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You out there now, sister. You are out there now. And you keep dropping the golden nuggets like you dropped today, them golden nuggets about Canva. Listen, somebody's gonna go check that out. Somebody will be like, wait, hold on. Canva gives certificates and I don't have to pay for it? I can learn Canva for free at my own leisure? Say it ain't so. Say less, Dolores. Say less. Everybody's gonna be like, you're like, I know Canva. I know Canva. You're about to see everyone that hears today's video, whether they catch it live or they catch the replay. Everybody's about to head over to Canva because you dropped that golden nugget. There are a lot of people thinking that they had to seriously pay a lot of money to people to learn how to use Canva. And you just put down, I don't think you understand how big a nugget you just dropped today, Dolores. People are going to be out there saying, I'm going to Canva. I've been using Canva for years and had no idea I can do this, this, and this. Let me go over here and dig a little deeper in Canva. Let me find out Canva has certificates. Oh, I'm going. You just freed somebody. Trust me. Say it again, T-Hop. Tell her that light can't be hidden. She been trying to hide behind the shadows. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You out here now. What does Dory say on Finding Nemo? Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. You out here now. Look, T-Hop says already there and subscribe for the trial for 30 days. Let me get out of here. Action takers. He's already there, Dolores. Already there. Already there. He like, say less, sis. Say less. I'm heading over there. Look at this. Dolores, you should have dropped your link. Oh, I didn't think about that. You were mine. You should have dropped your link for Canva. You can still drop your link for Canva, though. Because I know Canva is your boo. Canva and StreamYard and the Restream, but mainly Canva and StreamYard are Dolores's babies. She has studied them. She uses them every day because she has clients that she works with through these programs as well. And I'm telling you, she's nothing to mess with. She just keep trying to hide, and I'm gonna keep pushing her out there. She's my member, and now I have the right to do that because she's a member on this channel, and I'm gonna keep pushing her out there. And so, yes, ma'am. She says design school has taught me a lot in Canva. See? Say less. Say less. Look, he says eyes listening. T-Hop says eyes listening. See? And so, if I didn't come on here for nothing else, to see that Dolores dropped that golden nugget and to see our brother Antonio, T-Hop 4610, to get the knowledge that he obviously probably didn't even know he was seeking. But to be able to come live today impromptu and to connect them two together like that, my job is done. God's job is done. Okay. You know, I like what the song says, God has spoken, let the church say amen. It is done. It is done. I have done my due diligence. I have told you all how to make the right decision to decide if you need to pay for something or not. And Dolores has told us all about the Canva certificates. And so, and T-Hop has gone on over. So if you are curious about Canva, go on over. Go on over. Because she has gotten us all intrigued now. And so I'm even intrigued. And so I've been using Canva for years and didn't even dig that deep into it. So thank you, Dolores. Thank you so much. But it is time for me to get out of here. And there are other lives coming up that are going to be starting if they haven't already started. Make sure you all head over to, I know Miss Shirley, the OG Gardener, is going live. So make sure you all are checking her channel out. I think she goes live, if she's not live already, in 30 minutes or so. But I think she's live already, I'm not sure. And so, yep, she is live. The last 30 minutes. Let me stop talking. Let me go over there so I can see Miss Shirley. So y'all be blessed. I hope something I've said today has inspired you. And let's see here. One last comment here. T-Hop says, if 1% got it, then you have done well. Amen. And for that, I am grateful. Thank each and every one of you all for being here today. I look forward to seeing you all in my next live. Usually I'm live on Wednesdays at 3:45 Central, which is 4:45 Eastern. I look forward to seeing you all next live. Thank you, ma'am. We're heading over. So thank you all for being here. Head over to Miss Shirley, the OG Gardener's channel. Love you back, girl. You know that. And I will see you all over there. Until the next time, be blessed. Continue to pray for one another and know that if nobody else in this world loves you, God loves you, and I love you too. Father, we thank you for allowing us to come together, Father, as we prepare now to leave this place, but never your presence. We ask, God, that you watch over each and every one of us, lead us, guide us, and Father, help us to always incline our ear unto you. Don't let us make another step until we check with you first. Father, we thank you for what you have done, what you will do, and what you have done for everyone that is connected to us far and wide. God, we thank you. Continue to look over each and every person here today, each and every person that will catch the replay. And Father God, we now seal this prayer, God, in the name that is above every name, in the name of Jesus. Father, we thank you. And the church said, amen. I'll see you guys next time. Be blessed.